What's going on, you guys? Today we're gonna be doing a middle part mid taper, and I'm gonna first start off this tutorial with the 4-guard lever open. We're gonna work on debulking here and just making a smooth canvas for us to go into the blending of the taper. Then we're gonna trim the top as well. If you guys notice, my client's bangs are a little shorter. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to trim and just keep the front as long as possible, and also just trim a little bit of the back here to match the front. So we want the front to be a little bit longer through time. Starting with the 4-guard lever open, we're gonna go about 3 fingers here and keep all of this flow. So gently scooping up right here. Gently scooping up. This is just gonna make it easier for us to go in and start blending. So remember, we're gonna be combing the hair backwards like this, right? If it were to fall down like this, it would look a lot different. So just keep that in mind. So I'm just gonna comb in the direction that we're gonna cut it. And all that I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna clean up some of this before I go and detail this at the end. And I'm just gonna go clipper over comb. Let's clean up some of those hairs. Before I go and start the taper, I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up the C-cup area a little bit. It's cool for now. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do this side taper really quick. It's gonna go from the top of his eyebrow right here to his earlobe. That's gonna be my first guideline. I go in with my saber clipper, lever closed. You guys can see right here to the top. Very simple. So another tip to make this pop even more, let's connect this taper line right here. Let's pretend there's an imaginary line right here that's gonna go down right here. So I can start my taper, my back taper. You guys see the connection now, like this. Next, with my half guard closed, I'm gonna go a finger's width above that line. And replicate the process right here in the back. So once we have that guideline set, we can start blending both of them simultaneously. We're gonna first start by putting our lever in the middle and hit the guideline straight in the middle. So if this is 1 inch, midway through would be 1/2 inch. So we wanna just go and use these 2 parts of the blade to go midway to that 1/2 inch mark, no higher than that. Once we do that, we can open it a little bit and go a little bit higher. And open it all the way and hit it all the way to the top. Let's repeat the process here in the back. Middle, just hit the guideline in the middle. We're gonna open it a little bit. And keep working our way up all the way to the top of the line. The 1-guard lever open, this makes the 1. With the lever open, it makes the 1.5. Closing it would just mean the 1. So let's create a 1 inch width guideline, or 1 finger. I'm gonna gently just flick up. Next is gonna be a 2-step process now. We're gonna work from the closed to the open lever position. And we're gonna go from here to the lever open. So lever close here, we're gonna baby tap the line. So a good way to think about this is if that line is 1 inch, we're barely hitting it at the beginning. When we go midway, we go 1/2 inch into that line. We go 3/4. We're going 3/4 into that 1 inch line. And then when we open it all the way, we're hitting the full thing. We're going 1 inch. That's not gonna end this step. We're still gonna go in with our 1/2 guard, but I'm gonna start with it lever open. And this step is a little bit less systematic. It's more about kind of looking at what happens to the hair and paying attention to the gradients of the hair, meaning of the color, the coloring. So if you guys wanna be a little bit more systematic, just think about going 1/2 inch up. You guys just have 1/2 inch to work from the open to the closed position. We can't go any higher than that. Let's repeat now the steps in the back. Same process, same steps. 1 guard closed. Baby tapping that line. Midway, we go midway point of that 1 inch guideline. 1/2 inch up. 3/4 now. And all the way open. You guys can still see here there's a line there. So that's where we go in. You guys can either go open or closed. But I'm gonna go closed and I'm gonna barely baby tap that line right there. Then I'm gonna start opening it with my thumb. You guys can't really see, but I'm gonna start opening it little by little with my thumb. And start what I call lever play, which means you're just playing with the lever. The higher you go into the line, the more that you open it, because it becomes less sharp. The more that you guys close it, the more sharper that it goes. So that means you guys have to just keep going lower into the line. All right guys, so we already went with lever closed with the clipper, 1/2 guard, 1.5. Now we're gonna go 2.5, same process. So if you guys notice, we're just going higher and higher with just 1 number at a time, creating guidelines with that 1 number and then just erasing it with the previous number. So now, once I go a finger above, I'm gonna close the lever and just gently tap that beginning of the line that we just made. And I'm gonna go ahead and erase it again with the 1.5 guard. So think about this like the previous step. 1.5 lever open. In the previous step, we used that 1/2 guard to kind of blend that 1 guard lever open. It's the same thing with this step. We're using that 1.5 guard. And I think about my 0.5 and my 1.5 as blending guards. Now I'm gonna just flick up with the 3 guard lever open. So this is the last guard we're gonna use because we did debulk with the 4. So now, going in there with the 3. Just repeat the same steps in the back. 2 guard lever open. I'm gonna close the lever. .5 guard now. We're gonna clean up that 2 guard lever open. So once we're done almost blending everything on top, now we're just gonna remove this bottom bulk right here. And we're gonna start creating that nice transition from skin to stubble to the hair length. So we wanna remember, we went from the eyebrow to here, the top of the ear. That was our guideline. But we don't wanna go all the way to the top. We wanna leave some of that room to bald for the trimmer and for the lever closed. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate really quick. Right here at the bottom, that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go up with my trimmer here and get rid of that stubble. I'm just cleaning this area up so I can go in with my shaver and make sure that my shaver doesn't leave a hard line. With my shaver, I'm gonna flick up to that line and then go down. Now we're just gonna go with the closed lever position right here. and start kind of just refining and detailing that. We're just lever playing. Now for the C-cup, we're gonna start here. For the lining of the C-cup, we're gonna start here at the top. Create our first reference point here. Once that's set in place, we start here at the bottom now. Then we connect it in the center. Now to trim the top, I'm gonna go ahead and saturate the hair real quick. So what I did is I got his cowlick, which is right here, and we did kind of like a V section. I'm not gonna touch any of this hair because this hair is a little shorter from the front, and we're gonna keep all this length. I'm just gonna graduate the sides and chop off maybe like 1/2 inch, nothing too crazy, just to even everything out. So we're just gonna take a guideline from here, the top of the ear. We're gonna go a comb's width, and we're gonna take this 1 guideline, 2 guidelines, 3, and 4 towards the back, just to even things out. All right, for the styling on top, I'm gonna put some Slick Gorilla Clay pomade real quick, put a little bit on my finger. His hair's already wet. Spread this. Just kind of massage this